Howdy folks, and welcome to What Have I Got in My Pockets. This has been something that I've been wanting to make for a while, and so I decided as a 10 subscriber special that I'll do this. This is effectively the outfit that I wear every day. Whenever I go out, I put on this jacket and this hat, and there is a lot of stuff in my pockets, and so I'm constantly asked, what do I have in my pockets? And so without further ado, let's get into some of the stuff in my pockets. We will start off outside. This is the easiest thing to grab. We've got a rubber band ball. This is often what I use when people are like, what have you got in your pockets? I just go, yeah, I'll pull this out and be like, stuff like this. Rubber bands, one of the most useful things. If you've ever watched Spy Kids 2, there's 101 uses for rubber bands, and I've definitely come across a few of them. Then we can move on to, this is the utility pocket. So this is most of the stuff that's useful. We've got deodorant. We have a little multi-tool. It's got a blade on one side, a point on the other side, a magnet, and a flashlight. The purpose for this is it's a safety tool. If you ever get flipped over in a car, you can break the window with the point. You can slash the seatbelt, although I've thankfully never had to do this, but I've still found that it's a useful blade for other things as well. And the magnet can stick to a car with the flashlight pointing down, so that you can work on like a flat tire or something. And so you wouldn't want to be left stuck in a car without these, so I just carry it on me at all times, as there's also other uses for it. Then we have Swiss Army pocket knife. It's definitely gone through some wear and tear. I've lost the front cover, but standard Swiss Army pocket knife. We have a first aid kit, which we have tensor bandages, band-aids, string, and so whenever I'm on a hike or something and people are like, oh dang, I wish I brought a band-aid or something, I'm like, I got it. Or even if we're not on a hike, if we're just going for a stroll through town, whatever it is, first aid kit, always handy to have. We've got a lighter. I don't smoke, it's one of the least used things, but I figured might as well have it on me because who knows when it can be used. I've also got a lock. This is one of the things that people are like, why do you carry it on you at all times? And you'd be surprised at how many times I have used the lock. One of the more common uses is for locking up my stuff. So like if I go swimming or whatnot, I always know where this is. I don't have to go find it. Snowboarding, stuff like that. Whenever I need to lock up stuff, it's useful. But it's also useful because it's got a long cable for other things other than just locking things up. And so I keep it on me because every time that I've taken this out of my jacket, within a couple weeks, I'm like, man, I wish I had it on me again. And so, yeah, that concludes the front pocket there. And so then we have the side pocket, which this is my entertainment pocket. So what I have here is a tin that is full of gaming supplies. I do a bit of D&D and such, and I'm really big into board games, in case you couldn't tell by my channel. And so I carry around a bunch of custom meeples. We got a dragon guy, we got a Canada guy, and you can tell that it's been in my pocket for quite a while because the paint is starting to come off. And then we also have some dice, not my whole dice collection, just what I can fit in the tin. Now, depending on like what campaign I'm going through or what I have going on, I might change up what exactly is in here. I do have a lot more meeples and dice, and so I kind of tailor this to what is actually needed. Then we also have mini deck of cards. I like this because it's in a plastic container, so I don't really have to worry about it getting wet. It's kind of sealed. And yeah, so the purpose of these is so that whenever I want, I can just start playing games. I got cards, I got dice, I got meeples. What else you need? Doesn't even have to be D&D or anything. It can just be another game. Like there was one time that we used the meeples and dice and played poker using the meeples as chips. Just no money involved, but still just for fun. That is all that I have in this side. So now let's go into the inner pocket here. Now this pocket doesn't really have a theme. It kind of just has stuff. And so first thing, we've got ocarina. I would highly recommend checking out ocarinas. They are wonderful instruments, easy to play, and they sound good. Much easier to play than a recorder, and they sound pretty good. Yeah, I got this one is from SDL Ocarina. I got it during the local Comic-Con a year ago. Very useful to have. I can just pull it out of my pocket and start playing. I would eventually like to get a plastic one, but not yet. Also in this pocket, this one kind of changes from depending on the season, but we've got wheels. I have Heelys, and so I keep the wheels in my pocket whenever I need to change out the wheels, because you don't really want the wheels in if you're going on gravel and certain other occasions like church, but going grocery shopping, really handy to have Heelys and wheels, and so I keep those in my pocket. We also have a pair of socks. So important to have a pair of socks. If you ever want to go running through puddles, you don't have to worry about keeping your shoes dry or socks dry, because you got a spare pair of socks in your jacket. Or at the end of a work day, you can change out your socks. There's been a couple times in the middle of winter that I've had friends that have forgotten like a pair of gloves or something, and so I'm like, here, yes, they're clean socks, here you go, there's a little bit extra warmth. And yeah, in the winter I'll often carry a toque on me instead of the wheels. But yeah, that's all for that pocket. Occasionally I've gone through holding a little mini water bottle in that pocket or sunglasses, but I don't currently because the water bottle was just too big, and the sunglasses because of the goggles. And so we can look at the hat. Yes, I live on an acreage, but no, we do not have any horses or cows, so I'm not a cowboy. But I do still wear the hat. We got goggles. Now, the reason that I got these goggles was because at the time I was doing polyphasic sleep. I'm not doing that right now, but I still have the goggles on me because they're not just for polyphasic sleep. Now, why they were for polyphasic sleep is because they've got red lenses that cut out all the blue light. It helps with telling your brain that you want to sleep at a specific time. But now I use them for campfires, or barbecuing. Really useful, no smoke in the eyes because they're fully sealed goggles. Or if I need safety glasses, they've got pretty hefty lenses, so they're great. On the hat, there is also a leaf Elorian pin. That was from one of my friends when he got married. All the groomsmen got lapel pins that were leaves Elorian. So just a nifty thing. I figured, why leave it sitting on my suit when I can wear it all the time? And then I also keep a little secret needle hidden in the little band there. And that's for if I ever need to do sewing, because you saw that I had the thread in the first aid kit. Well, I actually do have a needle to go with it. There's a couple other uses for a needle. Fortunately, I haven't had to use it too often, but that is the hat. So then we can move on to the front pocket here. This is where I keep my keys. Now, in the keys, we've got the tool used for taking out the wheels of my Heelys, and we've got activate, tag, and we also have USBs containing all of my music preferences. I have really weird tastes in music, and rather than getting a subscription, I just put all the music on a USB, because then I don't have to worry about it. And I don't have that wide of a variety of, well, it's a wide variety, but a few selection of songs that I like, so they're all on USB. Also, if we're going through the mountains and there's no reception, well, you can always plug in a USB. Don't need reception for that. We then have Gobbit. This is one of my all-time favorite games. You can tell that it has been through a lot. We've got tape all over. The box is falling apart, even beyond the tape that I've taped twice. We've got rubber bands holding it together. But what this game is a it's effectively Slapjack, but with food chain and colors. So we've got different animal cards, and really simple, really easy to just pull out and start playing. Really easy to teach people, and so I keep it in my jacket. I used to have an armband. Actually, one sec, I'll see if I can get it. It broke maybe a couple months ago. I've had the game for years at this point, but little Gobbit band, and so the idea was if you beat me at Gobbit, you would get the band, but unfortunately it's broken. One day I'll see if I can make new bands or reach out to the developer of the game. It's out of print, so I can't get a new copy, but I still have hopes. So that concludes the front pocket there, and then the side pocket just has my wallet. I use cash for a lot of things, so I have actual cash in my wallet. We got all the cards and pretty standard wallet. And yeah, that concludes what have I got in my pockets. If you think that I should be carrying around more stuff, let me know, and I'll think about it, and think about if I have room in my pockets. I really don't have much more room in my pockets, and so people often ask, why not just carry around a backpack or a fanny pack or something? And I'm like, well, think about it this way. You're going out of the house. You put on your shoes, you grab your hat and your jacket. That's super easy. You always know where everything is. If it was a backpack, well, sometimes I would have left it in my room. Sometimes it would be at the front door. Sometimes it would be all over the place. So I have just standard, easy. Pick up the jacket off the coat rack and go. The other thing is it's a jacket. I can take it off. It's useful as a blanket. And people often ask, well, but it's the middle of summer. How are you wearing a jacket in the middle of summer? And yes, I wear this everywhere I go. Doesn't matter what temperature it is. Middle of winter, middle of summer, same jacket. And the reason is because it's insulation. The way that insulation works is it's got those layers of separation that keep heat from escaping to the other side. So in the middle of the winter, it holds the heat in from escaping out. But in the middle of summer, you've got more heat coming in, but the insulation stops it. And so I don't actually get very warm, or not too hot at least, in the middle of summer. One trick is by keeping it open, you're preventing all the sun rays from getting in, but you still let the air circulate out the bottom. So it does keep me cool. And so, yes, it would be very, very difficult to convince me that I should no longer wear a jacket in the middle of summer. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned.